Bitcoin, we start with daily charges. I want to give a quick update. And we didn't have much update since my last analysis, last video. And if we refer to my last analysis, when the price was within here, we mentioned we can expect for the deeper correction we discussed. And we mentioned with the breakout of any of these levels, we can, any reversal, we can look for buy. That's why we mentioned with the breakout of the 27180, we can look for 25K. Okay. But as we can see, the price exactly tag 25K and we see the reversal. That's why I mentioned if we get any opportunity for buy from this correction, we can look for buy. And the targets we have been looking for is 35,100 following the 4,600. Anyway, the price couldn't break the 25K and we see the reversal. There was opportunity to look for buy. Now the question is, the price could break the previous top. Now we want to see whether it can break this consolidation. That's why for those traders, they get the trade for buy within here. At this point, at least move their stop loss to break even. If they get from here, because if we refer to lower time frame based on 1 hour chart, we had opportunity to buy from here. At least book some profit, because the targets we are looking for with the breakout of this correction, we're looking for at least the first one is 35,100 following by 4,600, because we mentioned we want to see the breakout of this zone. Okay, by the way, we start with the higher time frame. We start with the monthly chart. We don't have much things to discuss based on the monthly chart. Based on monthly, we want to see the breakout of the any of this resistance, and at this point we have to wait. But if you move to lower time frame based on weekly chart, all right, we want to see the breakout of this zone. That's mean at least we want to see the breakout of the 37K. Then from there we can look for the previous top. This is not the targets. We want to see the breakout of this zone, because with the breakout of the 37K, then we can look for this top at least, which what is the price for at that time? Somewhere around 28K. Sorry, 48K. Okay. By the way, since the price was within here, we mentioned we are looking for the reversal, and we even mentioned we keep with the breakout of the 14,600, we can look for 10,700. That's why I mentioned if we get any opportunity for buy as a reversal, we will take it. And now we want to see whether we can see the breakout of this zone or not. We need to be quite careful, because if the price couldn't break this zone, the possibility for the next drop and this one become turned to a bigger flat is there. Okay, but it doesn't mean we have to wait for the next drop. That's why if you get any opportunity for buy, as long as the price couldn't break 37K, we need to be quite careful. We should know how to manage it. But at this point, we have to wait and we don't need to really care about that. And if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. Okay. And that's why the breakout of this zone, which is breakout of the 37K, at this point is very important for us. And if you move to lower time frame, based on lower time frame with the breakout of this correction, again, this is the targets based on daily chart we're looking for. The first target following by second target. Okay. But do we have the trade setup for buy at this point based on daily chart? We don't have it. The only thing is whoever get the trade for buy within this one, they should know how to manage it. And if you put this top in relative to the previous one, if you refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. All right, if I remove this one, we see we have a divergence even based on the second indicator. Okay, that's why if you want to look for buy, either we see the breakout of this correction, then we look for trade based on lower time frame, or we wait for the next drop before we see the continuation. Okay, but at this point, we have to wait. And mostly we are expecting to see the breakout of this one and we see the continuation. Okay, that means we don't have any trade setup. And if I move to lower time frame based on forward chart, similar explanation. Okay, for me, if I want to look for buy again, even based on forward chart, we don't need to look for the divergence. All right, we don't need to really care about that. And for me, if I want to look for buy, as I mentioned, either I see the breakout following by flag based on lower time frame, I will take it, or we see the price drop some more before we look for the continuation. Buying at this point without the trade setup is not a really good idea. Again, it doesn't mean the price cannot continue. It depends on the strategy the traders are looking for, and at least they should wait for the trade setup. And if I move to 1 hour chart, all right, I don't see any trade setup here unless we see the flag. Then we can put our entry above the flag. Okay, in that case, that means we are buying at the top of this correction or consolidation. Again, it depends on the traders. And at this point, I don't say if we get the flag, we will take the trade. Okay, but for me, if I see the breakout following by flag, I will take the trade. Okay, because I know what's the target based on lower time frame, based on daily chart. This is the targets I'm looking for. The only thing is, again, for those traders, they get the trade for buy within here, either move their stop loss to break even or book some profit. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.